Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Desiree Show. Now, we're back with a very special guest, Maria Perno, who is not only a registered dental hygienist, she is the former president of the ADHA, the current president of the IFDH, and a national and international speaker of women's health issues. So, Maria, thanks for joining us again. Our first segment was so chock full that we had to have you come back for a second segment.
Thank you for having me back.
Now, you are the past president of the ADHA. Are you still a member of that organization?
Oh, absolutely. I'm a life member. As a past president, I am afforded the honor to be a life member of ADHA. But even if I wasn't, I would definitely be a member. ADHA is the only organization in the United States that protects the rights and the working conditions of dental hygienists. Mm-hmm. So ADHA is our organization. We are it, and it is us. And I really feel that all hygienists should join.
That was my next question.
Absolutely. I think that we don't have nearly the numbers that we would like to have in ADHA, but we do the work for everybody, whether they're members or not. And I really encourage individuals that are not members of ADHA to lend your support to us as members so that we can continue working to professionalize dental hygiene and to make sure that we are heard in Washington, D.C. and in the states around the country.
Absolutely. Now, speaking of being heard, dental hygienists as a group need to have a collective voice and need to be taken seriously. And you've been such a wonderful mentor for dental hygienists across the world now. What made you become a lecturer? And is that part of your goal, is to just be heard?
Well, definitely my voice reaches a lot of people because of my continuing education programs and my company and some of my articles that I author. I became a speaker because I really believe that dental hygiene needs to move forward, that we need to have people in our own profession that actually educate us. So when I finished my master's degree and specialized in women's issues and basically the differences between men and women in health and disease, I decided to incorporate this into my speaking. So I started my company, Seminars for Women's Health. And I not only talk about oral health issues, which is primarily what I always bring it back to, but I also like to talk about the oral systemic link and other things that affect us as individuals and our patients. Mm-hmm. As an example, we may have a patient in a chair. We're working on their mouth, obviously. But if they have heart disease, if they have breast cancer, if they have some situation at home like abuse, we need to be aware of these things so that we can be holistic and treat the entire person and not just their mouth.
Right. Now, speaking of communication and articles, I hear you're also the editorial director of a new newsletter called the RDH eVillage Focus. Can you tell us a bit about that, and where do you fit this all in?
Well, I spend a lot of time at my computer and doing a lot of research. RDH eVillage Focus is put together by Kenwell. We publish twice a month. As a matter of fact, our third issue was just sent out this morning. And we cover specific clinical topics, and it has a slight product orientation as well. But the difference in this column is we really want what we give to the public, so to speak, and to the dental hygienists and dentists that read it, a science-based information. So when I ask individuals to write articles, whether they work for a company or they don't, I ask them to be very science-based and to give us references and to give us links. I think it's important for us to hear the perspective of companies, absolutely. But I also want us to be aware as dental hygienists that we can always ask for studies to support claims. So this is what this column is all about. Evidence-based information, at your fingertips, easy to read, with links that you can go to if you choose to do so.
I absolutely love it. And Maria, you have been such a wonderful guest to join us here on the Desiree Show. Is there any last words that you'd like to give to dental hygienists out there, or even to dentists, or anybody?
Well, I would just say, make sure that we keep in mind that our care should be predicated on the science, that we all need to support one another, whether we're a dentist, a dental hygienist, a nurse, a physician, and that we really do need to work collaboratively and in an interdisciplinary fashion. And I believe that being colleagues and having mutual respect for one another is something that will go a long way in helping our patients to achieve better oral health and general health.
Absolutely. And those two things are clearly hand in hand.
Yes, they are.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. You've been a fantastic guest, and we'll certainly have you back on again. I'm sure this will elicit some conversation between our viewers, so we'd love to have you back sometime in the future.
Well, thank you very much, and you have a wonderful day as well.
Thank you. You too, Maria.
Bye-bye.
That's all the time we have for The Desiree Show. Join us next time for another exciting adventure on The Desiree Show.